Hey, hey, hey. So I wanted to talk about something that happened to me just over the last couple of days. And I wanted to share how when you understand what's going on with your body, how it can make a huge difference in your health and your well-being. So a couple of days ago, I had an incident. It was a customer service related type of incident where I had to deal with this company and I was really upset. Okay. The person I had to speak to was rude. He just didn't want to help with the situation, even though they were at fault. And so the way I handled this situation personally, as far as how I was feeling, was not in a healthy way. So that's what I'm sharing with you today. So before I get too far, let me introduce myself. For those that don't know me, I'm Cheryl Grant, and I'm an inner healing teacher and coach, and I help women who struggle with anxiety to regain their inner peace and to do that without medicating or meditating. So um, the other day, I had to deal with this guy, and he was just really rude. Okay, after I paid my money and needed him to help me with this situation, he was just rude. And it didn't really get resolved right away. I had to wait and talk to the manager the next day because it was in the evening. But what I wanted to share, though, is what happened to me physically as a result of that interaction. Because when I talk a lot about releasing emotional baggage, I want to make sure that people get that it's not about relationships. Emotional baggage is not about, you know, having a bad relationship. We get emotional baggage from everyday interactions. So this interaction I had 2 days ago, 2 evenings ago, like I said, it didn't end well. And the let me make sure I can see any comments coming up. It didn't end well. And so because I didn't take time to process what I was feeling with that interaction, I trapped those emotions in my body. That became emotional baggage. How did that play out? Well, the next day, I'm walking around and, I got up. I felt a little off. My back felt a little funny. I kept thinking, wow, I didn't, you know, sleep wrong or lay wrong. And my back just started hurting. My lower back, just throbbing pain in the lower back. And I kept thinking, man, what did I do? What did I do to my back? I didn't make any funny twists or turns. Nothing happened. I didn't sleep wrong. I've been sleeping, same spaces. Nothing changed in my sleeping. I didn't do anything physically to cause my back to hurt, but yet I was in all this had all this lower pain in my lower back. Well, then it dawned on me, let me check to see if I got any trapped emotions or whatever. Wasn't even thinking about what happened the night before. I was just thinking maybe some old stuff was coming up that was time to get rid of. Nope. When I checked, it was frustration. It was furious. It was, what was it else that came up? A sense of injustice and something else. There were about 5 or 6 things that came up that I had trapped because I didn't deal with it properly that evening when it happened. So I'm very good at releasing trapped emotions and trapped energy. I haven't got down pat on how to deal with it in the moment, okay? Because I'm coming from a place where I used to suppress everything, and now I'm learning how to process in the moment so that I don't trap. It doesn't always work for me. It's a work in progress. What I do know how to do, though, is once I find out that I've trapped something, is release it. But those emotions that I had not processed happened just like that, caused backaches. Okay? It caused me to have a backache. If I had not understood what was going on as far as trapping emotions and not being able to process things fully, what would I have done? I would have grabbed some Advil. or some other kind of ibuprofen, over-the-counter pain medication, so I can get some relief. If that didn't work, after a few days, I would have been probably calling up the chiropractor or going to the doctor trying to figure out why am I in pain in my back. When the whole while, it was because I didn't deal with what I was feeling about how that, I don't even want to call him a man, that dude treated me and how he made me feel. And so because I didn't deal with that, it lodged in my back. So I don't know about you, but for me, I don't even like taking medicine. I don't like taking over-the-counter medicine. I avoid it. Most times I only take something if I'm like really, really bad pain. Well, the pain that I had in my back was that kind of pain, but because I know how to release the trapped energy, I went that route instead of taking the over-the-counter medicine. And within a few hours, I wasn't feeling anything. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because a lot of times when we think about releasing emotional baggage, we get it wrong. We don't understand what emotional baggage is. Every single interaction that you have that causes you to have a certain feeling and you don't process it, it gets trapped somewhere in your body. And so I find that with myself. I find that with my clients, whether it's old stuff or new stuff, it gets trapped in your body and it causes some kind of physical pain. Most ailments that people are dealing with on a regular basis is because of years and years of holding on to stuff that we have not processed properly. And when we don't process that properly, it's going to stay in your body and it's going to cause some kind of pain. It's going to cause physical pain, or it's going to cause emotional pain, or it's going to cause mental pain, sometimes even spiritual issues. So you have to learn how to release it in the moment or process in the moment when you're feeling something. Sit with it. It's something I'm still working on. But when you aren't able to do that yet, you've got to learn how to release that trapped energy. And so that's what we work on when we do when I work on clients one-on-one, or even on the collective. I offer a collective where we get together as a group and we release trapped energy, because we don't have to walk around in pain. We don't have to walk around in pain. We don't have to be taking all these chemicals trying to relieve ourselves when the Most High created us to be able to handle it within our own bodies. He created our bodies to heal itself. Just like when you get a cut on your finger. When you get a cut on your finger, if that finger doesn't get infected, if nothing else interrupts, like an infection or you get dirt in it, that cut's going to heal. Our entire body is supposed to work like that. But if we have something that happens, you trap an energy, your body is not functioning like it's supposed to function. And when your body doesn't function like it's supposed to function, you're going to get aches and pains. Those aches and pains are telling you there's something that needs to be released, something that needs to be dealt with. If you don't deal with it, you're going to be in pain. If you just leave it and continue over years and years, your body starts to break down. You go to the doctor, they can give you something for the symptoms, but that's not helping. Getting rid of the symptoms is not getting rid of the problem. It's like someone saying, hey, hey, and you just, waving them off. They're still there waving. And that's what the symptom does. The symptom is there to say, hey, there's something going on and you need to pay attention to it, not try to get rid of me, not make the pain go away, but find out why is the pain there and then go from there. But our bodies are meant to heal. If it's not interrupted, it's meant to heal itself. And so that's what energy releasing does. It gets rid of those blocks so that your body can heal. That's all it is. Last week when we had our collective, one of the things that one of the young ladies explained, she said, I didn't know what to expect. She goes, I know you from another aspect, but I didn't know what this energy stuff was about. And I was a little concerned because didn't want to be dealing with any kind of, I think she said witchcraft or psychic or stuff like that. Let me just make that real clear. I'm not no psychic. I don't deal in no witchcraft. I don't deal in no voodoo, none of that stuff. This is basic, number one, science. We're all made out of energy, okay? And our bodies is how the Most High created us. It's how He created us. And we've got to get to the place where we basically take back ownership of our bodies and how it functions and not be so dependent on taking stuff that's not even natural, the chemicals, and putting chemicals in our body. Not that I'm telling people not to take medicine. You take the medicine. You got your doctor prescribed something, you take it. What I'm saying is we have to learn more about our bodies and how our bodies work. And so for me, I'm in a place where, if I get indigestion, I used to grab the Tums. That's not what I do anymore. That's not going to be my first move. My first move is going to be, okay, it's something that needs to be released here. If something needs to be released, let me do that first and see if that works. If it doesn't work, trust and believe, I know how to go to the doctor if something is happening that is not being resolved. But if it's something as simple as a trapped emotion that I didn't deal with, I want to do that first. And so I just wanted to share because this was something that just happened recently. It wasn't old stuff because a lot of times I deal with old stuff, old emotions, old traumas, childhood stuff, even that still impacts you today. But I just wanted to share with you that even something as recent as 2 days ago, because it bothered me so, it trapped. And then the next day I was in pain. And had I not realized what was going on, I would have been taking, I just would have been taking medicine, trying to figure out what's going on, walking around, talking about my back hurt. And now my back is fine. I don't have any pain in my back. So I just wanted to share that with you. And this is the same whether you're 53 like me, whether you're 10 or whether you're 80. I've had a client that was 80 years old with knee pain for years, had knee surgery, but still in pain. And we released stuff. And it was just trapped emotions. And her pain went away. So I know it's hard for some people to get it, hard for some people to understand or believe because we have been taught so differently about these things. But I'm just here to share, and those who are willing to hear it and, investigate a little more, that's fine. Those who don't get it and, don't want to go that route, that's fine too. I'm just here to share and hope that I help somebody to get some relief. All right. That's all I wanted to share today. Enjoy the rest of your evening and talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.